This is Trivia Friday. The number to call with your question or your answer to a question is 888-589-8840.
A fellow who recently swallowed a dictionary. He said it was the sorest his throat had ever been. Thesaurus.
Oh, really, Tim?
The world's shortest commercial flight is only 47 seconds. So,
And we don't have time for stowing. Hey, good morning, everybody, and welcome to Trivia Friday on American Family Radio. Thanks for listening to AFR. Today's February the 27th, 2026. I think I got the year right. Anyway, I know it's February the 27th for sure. All right, Tim Wildmon here with Ed Vitaliano. Good morning, Ed.
Good morning, Tim.
Did I have the year right?
You got it right,
2026. Okay.
Yep. And you got the day right, 2/27/26.
2 for 2 already. Batting 1,000. How you doing, JJ Jasper?
I'm doing well. What do you say when a group of lions falls down a hill? Pride comes before the fall.
That was
Ba-da-boom.
Hey,
That
my daughter
works.
Tegan gave me that. So
That works.
Thank you, Teddy.
Pride comes before a fall. All right. I don't know. As the years go on and you get older, and I'm not as old as you guys are, but
Rub it in.
I know.
Rubbing
I'm
it
just,
in.
That's how a 60-year-old man.
I'm just stating a fact. I'm just stating a fact. I'm just saying that as the years go on, you look back and you go, really? What happened to that decade? Huh?
Yeah,
2026.
I know.
Okay, like we said, I just cleared my pantry out from Y2K. Okay.
Year 2000.
I just went
Right.
in and said, okay, this is expired.
These beans have to go.
This 26 years ago, we're going to have to turn the page on this.
Yeah.
So anyway, all right. Thanks for joining us, everybody. Trivia it is. We're going to ask questions and ask you to call in and answer and ask trivia questions here on the American Family Radio. So is it first-time callers or no?
It's not first-time callers. Here's the number to call, 888-589-8840. So who should call? Well, if you haven't been on the air with us in the last 8 weeks,
Right.
then we ask you to wait one more week because we want to give as many people as possible an opportunity to get on with us.
So an 8-week waiting period.
8-week waiting period. And so to get on with us, the number to call is 888-589-8840. We do ask that our callers be 11 years old or older.
Right.
JJ, there is something special about one of the 9 original questions that we 3 professors will ask.
One of these questions is the mystery question. If you happen to land on it and answer it correctly, you'll hear this sound. The beloved cowbell.
Love it, cowbell.
And that means that you win 101 questions about Dalmatians or something like that. I don't have the book in front of me. Oh, here it is, 100 Bible questions and answers on prophecy in the end times.
Way better than 100 Dalmatians.
Alex McFarland and Bert Harper. It's a hardback book, great resource,
nice.
and you can win that. If you don't win it, you can go to our store and get that. You can get Easter buttons. You can get sweatshirts, caps, a whole lot of nice things at a great price, good value, and it helps the ministry.
That's at resources.afa.net if you want to get some of those items that JJ mentioned. Now, Tim,
the new Learning University T-shirts will be ready.
We hope.
Brent Creeley, our producer,
He guaranteed it.
No. Should be ready next week.
Should be ready
next week.
Okay.
Yes.
I saw the design. I think folks are going to love it.
Looks good.
It's our new Learning University T-shirts. We haven't had those like in 3 years, have we?
Yeah, maybe even a little bit longer than that. And that's coming up. We got spring and summer coming up, so perfect time to get
Wear a T-shirt.
Wear
Wait,
T-shirts.
you mean it's been 3 years or longer? Just back to what you said.
Yeah.
Man, time flies by.
because we did the mugs for a long time, or the travel mugs. Remember?
I have a saying, time flies whether you're having fun or not.
Yes,
You know?
that's
That's
true.
Isn't that true?
Right.
Absolutely.
Yes, sir.
That's my saying.
You know, you've got
Good one.
We're not. We're still doing the preliminary stuff. So if I can just throw one more thing in, I would like to find the man who invented the zero, just to say thanks for nothing. Thanks for nothing, Ed.
I'm going to give you a fist bump on that. That was a worthy one-liner. Thanks for nothing.
All right. Let's see here. Anything else we need to talk about
think
before
we're
we
ready.
move on?
I think we're ready.
Let's go.
All right, bring it, Ed.
All right, here are my 3 questions. First question. What color were stop signs when first introduced? Now, I know some of you don't pay attention to them no matter what color they are.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
What color were stop signs when first introduced? Second question. I've been kind of getting into the multiple choice. So
Okay.
The Gospel of Matthew. Matthew begins his genealogy of Jesus with what Old Testament figure? Was it Adam, Abraham, Jacob, or Moses? Matthew begins his genealogy of Jesus with what Old Testament figure? Was it Adam, Abraham, Jacob, or Moses?
Now, when he's talking genealogy, there's no mention about that little lady in the bottle, correct? This is a different kind of genealogy.
Absolutely different.
Okay.
You're not dreaming about this kind of genealogy.
It's no I dream of.
I dream of genealogy.
Okay.
All right, third question, true, false. Pizza was the first secure retail purchase on the internet in 1994. Is that true or false? Pizza was the first secure retail purchase on the internet in 1994. Is that true or false?
Here's what I've got. First question. Moses sent 12 spies to scout out the promised land,
And they all brought back pizzas.
and they all got pizza on the internet.
Oh, man. I'm on fire, baby. Huh? See what I did right there?
We saw
Oh,
that.
man.
10 brought back a negative report. Only 2 brought a positive report. Name the 2 that brought the positive report. Second question, the quote, "You're going to need a bigger boat," came from what movie?
That's a good question.
The quote, "You're going to need a bigger boat," came from what movie? Third question, true or false? Michelangelo, not talking about the sewer turtles, but the guy that painted the Sistine the
Chapel.
Have you actually seen that?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I've seen it twice.
Wow. And then
It was okay.
The ceiling it was okay. And then David, carved the famous David. Well, Michelangelo, this is true or false, was once struck in the face with a mallet by an envious rival, disfiguring him for life. Is that true or false? Michelangelo struck in the face with a mallet by an envious rival, disfiguring him for life. True or false?
That's kind of like my question last week about Tanya Harding and Nancy Kerrigan hitting each other with hammers.
Yeah.
Boy, there's
nothing new under the sun.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, not Nancy
If that's
Kerrigan
true.
and Tanya Harding.
Tanya Harding.
That's right.
That was a question last week.
They had an impact on the world. Much like Michelangelo. Good. I see the
Figure
equivalent.
skaters.
Yeah.
Sure.
All right, so here the Sistine Chapel, Sistine, not 16th, okay? A lot of people in America start saying 16th Chapel, and I'm going, no, it's not.
It's going to be hard to fix that because it's actually called daylight saving time, and nobody gets that right.
No, so Sistine Chapel is one of the most remarkable, that's not even a bare word, it's amazing, awesome things I've ever seen in my life. Man created.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
One person.
Painting upside
Painting
down.
upside down.
Yeah.
It's and this is back how many years ago?
Well, I guess it's probably was that in the 1200s? I'm going to look
Look,
that up.
look when Michelangelo lived.
How do you lay on your back on scaffolding and do it in proportion? How do you make an eye? How do you make a nose?
I know.
And you're using
I know.
a small brush, and how do you have
Keep the paint from
wherewithal?
falling in your eyes too.
I'm telling you that paint by numbers thing.
It works.
Whoever came up with that, you just
Right.
go from
That's what he
1 to
did.
2 to 3 and fill in all those little. Yeah.
1473 was when it started.
You sailed the ocean blue that year. No, wait a minute.
That was
That was
1492.
somebody else. Anyway, the Sistine Chapel.
So you got to see that. Have you seen it, Ed?
I have not.
I would
I've never
love to
seen
see that.
It was built between 1473 and 1481, and I'm looking to see when it was painted.
Anyway. It's you can probably go on the internet and take a virtual tour, but it's just incredible to think one person did that, and that's at the Vatican City. Sistine Chapel is part of the Vatican.
Wait, you've seen that and you haven't seen the Grand Canyon?
That's true.
And you call yourself a good American?
Well, I don't.
You don't call yourself one?
I'm average.
You're mediocre.
No, I'm in that average to good, right in that land, that space right there.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we're all too hard on ourselves, though, really, if you think about it. Am I right?
Listen, I
Gordon,
keep telling my wife
Let me
that.
give my
You're-
questions.
You're right, according to Joel Osteen.
Okay. Yeah.
You're being too hard on yourself.
All right, here are my 3 questions. Number 1, from the book of Exodus in the Bible, what was God sent 10 plagues upon Egypt.
Yes, he
Remember
did.
that? And Pharaoh, probably the most. You want to know where males get their reputation for being hard-headed? It started right there, probably maybe earlier. But anyway, what was the second plague that God sent to Pharaoh?
Good question.
That's a good
And
question.
if you can get that question without having to look it up or ask somebody, I mean, you just know it because you've
memorized the plagues?
memorize it, the plagues, then we'll send you a copy of the book.
Oh,
that
there
we
you go.
talked about. Okay, so hang on. I mean, the question before you is what was the second plague that God sent to Yul Brynner? Okay, I want to know the answer to that.
Well, maybe the most famous pharaoh.
Wow, that's good.
All right. So number 2, this is the 250th anniversary of our country, so I got a couple of American history questions. Okay.
Well, this goes to show you are not a mediocre American.
No.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm somewhere
Yeah.
between mediocre and average,
Yeah.
right? Are good. So the second question is, what state was President Ronald Reagan born in? What state
good.
was President Ronald Reagan born in?
I'm going to say he was pretty happy.
We all
Just
know.
jovial, just kind of laid back.
I like that, JJ. Now he was governor of California,
Yes, he was.
but he wasn't. I'll just tell you right now, he wasn't born there.
Okay, now you've
Okay,
given
so
us
that's the hint.
49. Yeah.
All right. Again, a question from our history: how many stripes are on the U.S. flag, and what do they represent? How many stripes are on the U.S. flag, and what do they represent? There you go. That's for the
Good.
phones, Ed.
All right, let's go first to Kentucky. And Fred is on the line. Fred, welcome to Trivia Friday.
Well, how are you guys doing today?
Well, I'm
We're
speaking
doing
for
good.
myself, doing well.
Yeah, Fred. Thank you for calling, my friend. Where do you live in Kentucky?
I live in Lexington.
Yes,
Okay.
sir. Good area. Go Big Blue.
Big blue country, right there, huh?
Yep.
All right. Well, listen, and also a lot of horse.
A lot of paddocks, horse racing. Absolutely.
Yeah. All right, Fred. Ask, answer, or both.
Both.
Okay. Which one you want to answer?
Well, since I actually had dialed in to Papa John's when your call screener got me online, I might as well go for that pizza question.
That's what I
There
thought.
you
All
go.
right, here it
That's
is.
not a coincidence.
No,
Yeah,
it's
the-
not.
The first item purchased on the internet was, in fact, a pizza.
All right.
So
Ed,
ask the question again.
All right, so
Ed.
the question is, pizza was the first secure retail purchase on the internet in 1994. Is that true or false? And you are saying what, Fred?
I'm saying true, and I even can add to that.
okay, go.
The very first pizza was not only the very first item ordered commercially on the internet was a pizza, but it was a gluten-free pizza.
Wow. Way back then.
Man, that's a deep dive right
yeah,
there.
it is.
Okay.
That's a deep
Well,
dish
you
dive.
got to know your pizza.
Okay, now I hate when things turn south like this.
And when somebody's so
Fred?
confident.
Yeah, Fred, that is not what I have. And I did double check this because I did have pizza in a list of trivia questions, but when I double checked, I was told that was not true. No, I wasn't told. What I read said that was not true. But that was what I was going for. My first question was assuming that was true. And so I'm going to say it is okay.
Are you having to make a judgment call?
I'm
here?
having to make a
'Cause You're
judgment-
really struggling with this one.
I'm having to make a judgment call because technically the question now is not, we can't use it. So
Yeah.
I'm just going to give the answer.
Right.
The answer that I have is that it was a CD by the group Sting, 10 Summoners' Tales.
Oh, really?
When I looked it up,
I've got that one.
you've got that. When I looked it up, all the websites I went to said that it was not pizza.
I can see where Fred got thrown off a little bit because the first purchase I made securely, I'm glad you said that, it was to order a pizza for that prince. And then they wanted all that money to help him get out of a bind.
That Nigerian
Ooh,
prince.
that Nigerian prince. Yeah, and that got really, I got in the weeds really deep.
Fred, I'm sympathetic. I thought it was pizza as well. I'm going to have to go with the Sting CD. It wasn't the mystery question, so you're not out.
That's right.
A book.
What's your question for us, Fred?
Well, what national holiday is on March 29th?
Isn't that around St. Patty's Day?
No, that's
Don't
the
say
sev-
anything, Fred. But
That's the
that's not a
17th. That's the 17th of March.
okay.
Um,
What national holiday is on March the what?
Yeah, are you talking about?
29th?
Are you talking about just because the last day of March? No,
It
I
might
don't know.
be. What's the Isles of March?
It has to
Is
be
that a
nat-
holiday?
It has to be a national holiday, but of course today, half the calendar's a national holiday.
Yeah.
Since we started adding everything.
Hey, we're stumped. What's the answer, Fred?
It's National Vietnam War Veterans Day.
Oh, that is
wow.
really good.
Are you a Vietnam vet, Fred?
It turns out I am, and not only that, on behalf of myself and Military Missions, we secured a train, and we're going to have an honor ride on that day, even though it is Palm Sunday as well.
Oh, that's good.
Oh,
You mean
Yeah.
an honor ride to Washington D.C. to see the wall?
No, you got to remember, us Vietnam vets are a tad bit older than you guys,
Okay.
so we're just going to go at 2 o'clock, about 22 minutes out, turn the train around and come back, and that way we can get our nap before the ride or after the ride.
There you go. Hey, I like the way you think. Fred, thank you for your service.
Yeah, and Fred, I tell you what we're going to do because of your service,
Yeah.
and I thought pizza was the right answer, and it's Friday, and you're a Vietnam vet. We're going to send you a copy of the book, 100 Bible Questions and Answers on Prophecy and the End Times. How's that? Now you get something to
wonderful.
read on the trip.
Hey, you want to stay on?
And we also follow Dr. J. Vernon McGee, and April 1st is the last day of our 5-year journey.
Oh,
Read
okay.
through, you mean read through the Bible? Study through the Bible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Hey, Fred, thanks for loving the Lord
Amen.
and His Word and listening to Christian radio. Stay on the line so we can get your address and send you that book.
We're going to put you on hold, Fred. Thank you for your service, and have a great trip to
And
the
today
nation's capital.
is another Fred. Today is Fred Rogers. He passed away on this day.
Really?
Yeah, I forget, 83. I'm not sure about the number, but is
I'm
this
sure his neighborhood will.
I know Fred.
everybody in the neighborhood knows.
We got a Fred Jackson here.
That's right.
Yes, we do.
Fred Blanks beat me out for point guard in 10th grade. I remember that, Fred.
And didn't he live close to Kevin Bacon? Or do we have,
Fred Blanks?
or do we need to go a couple more?
Yeah, I don't know.
a couple more
That was really
leaps.
disappointing, though.
He beat you out at point guard?
Well, yeah. Well, it's a long story, but yeah, he beat me out at point guard. But that's okay. I recovered.
Kind of interrupted your
I rebounded.
trajectory towards the NBA.
In NBA, then your knee gets hurt.
Yeah,
And
those things happen.
NBA dreams dashed.
Yes.
I'm talking dash.
Yes.
Not like DoorDash. Just dashed away because of a little knee tweak.
That's all it takes.
Yeah.
That's all it
man.
takes.
Right.
Fortunately, your life was in God's hands, and you are right where you belong.
God said, no, you're not going to the NBA.
That's right. Only because of that knee.
All right, Trivia Friday. Go ahead, Ed. Who's next?
All right, let's go to Virginia. And Mark is on the line. Mark, welcome to Trivia Friday.
Hello, professors.
Yes, Virginia, there is a Mark.
You're on fire.
This is our Birdman. The
Yes.
Birdman of Virginia.
Speaking
Not
of Bird,
Alcatraz.
man, I would have taken on Larry Bird.
Is it what been for the knee?
But for the knee.
And,
yeah.
and Fred
But
Banks.
we were contemporary. Larry Bird and I were contemporaries.
Were you really? You were alive at the
In
same
that same
time?
era.
A
Yeah.
lot of people were alive at the same
Yeah.
time as Larry Bird.
Mark, ask, answer, or do both, sir.
I want to do both, please.
Which one you want to answer?
The one about the Egyptian plague.
Oh, yeah. Okay, Mark. Let's
Now,
see.
you mentioned if he didn't look
Now-
this up, if he happens to know it, he's going to win the book.
That's right. If you know this without looking it up, we're going to send you the book. And
Okay, I haven't looked it up.
okay, you haven't looked it up. Here's the question that Mark from Virginia is going to answer, and it has nothing to do with birds. Okay, so I'm going to put that one aside.
Right. Gotcha.
What was the second plague that God sent on Egypt because of Pharaoh's hard-headedness? Wouldn't that wouldn't let the Israelites go? Mark, what's the answer to that?
I think it's frogs.
Yes. It
Wow.
is.
Nicely
is.
done.
Frogs was the second. That was. How did you know that? You just remember that reading that from the scripture?
Well, it's easy to remember it when you've seen The Prince of Egypt a bunch of times.
Oh, okay.
Okay. All right.
I got you. Well,
Well, and if you think that's still not pertinent today, the counterpart to the State of the Union, the Democrats had a bunch of people dressed up as frogs on the stage, and then another one dressed as a giraffe, and they were singing out off key, which it seems like that's what they do at a lot of these rallies. But they had a bunch of people dressed as frogs
I just
the
did
other
that.
night.
I just did that because they paid me. I didn't really believe in the cause. You know what I'm saying? But I'm looking for a little side job.
Yeah, side hustle
So I
is what they
dressed
call
as
it.
characters.
Yes.
So the Democrat,
Furby.
they call me and say, "Hey, will you dress up like a frog?" And
Now, did you have to show two forms of
I
ID and
did.
one picture ID?
I did. So the answer is frogs.
Frogs.
Swarms of frogs emerged from
Yes.
the Nile, invaded homes, and died in stinking piles.
And then the third plague was warts.
I got a rhyme going on right there.
Uh-oh, I messed
I got
I
a
missed
rap.
your- I missed
Swarms
your
of
rhyme.
frogs emerged from the Nile, invaded homes, and died in stinking piles.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you-
that's a
it.
wrap.
Who's
all
with
right.
me?
Yes.
That's who's
Tim, Ed can beat
with
box.
me?
Yeah.
All right, go ahead.
all right, so Mark, stay on the line with us. When we're finished with you, we'll put you on hold.
By the
Cindy
way-
Roberts will get your information. We'll send you a book.
By the way, frogs.
Thank you.
Frogs didn't end it.
No,
You know.
no, it kept on coming. Hey, have you realized the first two callers we've had one books? We'll not have any books left over at the end of
Good
the
thing
show.
T-shirts are. Good
Right.
thing T-shirts are coming to the rescue.
No, I've got some frogs we're going to send.
There you go.
Some pet frogs we're going to send
There
out.
you go.
So
What's your question for us, Mark?
I want what you got, Mark.
That's right. Mark, on my morning radio show a few mornings ago, I said, folks, I want you to go out there and have joy as if your front teeth just got knocked out and you had a flag draped around you and you're just happy about being an Olympic gold medal winner.
And act like you're 22 again.
But you sound like you got a lot of joy.
All right, go ahead, Mark. What's your question for us?
Okay, so in the Sound of Music movie,
Yeah.
what was the song that they sang for the puppet show?
Oh, I've seen that movie so many times. What song did they sing? That is a great
I've only
question.
seen it
My
once.
kids just saw it.
I just
a few
saw it
days
for the
ago.
first time
Oh.
last year.
Puppet show. Gosh. I can't remember, Mark. I'm sorry. What was it? What's the answer?
It's The Lonely Goat Herd.
The Lonely.
Aren't they all though?
Yeah.
Aren't they all lonely?
One is the loneliest goat herd.
Goat herd
One
that you'll ever
is the
find.
loneliest
Yeah,
goat
it's
herd.
that is a
One
great question,
is
Mark.
the
And I
loneliest goat
I
herd
love
that
the sound
you'll
of music. I could watch it. I watch it.
Yes.
It was very good.
Yeah.
Mark,
All right,
I'm going to
thank you,
put you
Mark.
on hold. We'll get a book out to you just ASAP.
All right. Oh, now JJ's that song stuck in my head now.
One is
All right,
the
we'll be
loneliest
back.
goat
We'll be
herd.
back in a minute with more of today's issues at Trivia Friday.
It's my turn.
Here is your host for My Turn, Don Wildmon.
It's a great pleasure sometimes for those of us growing older to recall past events in our lives. It's kind of funny how things grow more precious as the years go zooming by. Memories seem to be so much richer the older they get. I was thinking about some old times the other day. I remembered quite clearly one occasion. It was about a high school football game. It was a very important football game for our team, for we'd gone through nearly the entire season and we were undefeated and untied, and it looked like we were en route to a perfect season. We had a big game coming up, and the game could decide the conference championship. And if we could win this one, it was all ours. There was much excitement about that game. We played on the visitors' field, but nearly everyone from our hometown had followed us over, and the stands were packed with fans pulling for us. We felt certain we could defeat our opponent because we had beaten a team by 26 points, which had previously beaten this team by 13 points. But after the game got underway, nothing seemed to go right for us. We could move the ball down to the opponent's 5-yard line, but we never got any farther than that. I guess we spent about 50% of the first half inside our opponent's 5-yard line. But for some reason, we could never get the ball into the end zone. Late in the first half, one of our opponents intercepted a pass and ran it nearly the entire length of the field for a touchdown. The extra point was good, and at the half, we went into the dressing room with a 7-0 deficit. Ours was a rather dejected group, for we had not been behind a game all season. Most of the fellows were already conceding defeat. I can remember that only one other player and myself were still positive. We thought we could win. Well, in the second half, we played a little better. We managed to score a touchdown. And when it came time to call a play for that crucial extra point, which would mean a tie, the play was a pitch-out option on which the quarterback could either elect to run with the ball or pitch it out to myself. I was playing the halfback. And at the last moment, he pitched it out. I grabbed the ball, and I don't believe a bulldozer could have stopped me. It was 7-7 with time left to score again. You know, I played extremely hard in those last few minutes, and nearly once I broke away. We were so close to scoring. But I didn't have the speed or coordination or talent, and my try was short. I can remember walking off the field when the game was over. I was awful despondent. A tie in my book was as bad as a loss. But as I walked off the field, my father was waiting for me. You know, he'd never done that before. And I can remember the expression on his face. He was proud of me, of the game I had played, despite the tie. I'd done my best, and he was proud. You know, over the years, I've come to realize that my Heavenly Father is like that also. He's proud of us when we've done our best, even if it wasn't good enough. And every time I lose or tie now, after doing my best, I remember that. And somehow, it gives me the strength to try again.
This has been My Turn with Don Wildmon, a production of the American Family Association.
One thing I ask from the Lord, this only do I seek, that I may dwell in the house of the Lord all the days of my life, to gaze on the beauty of the Lord and to seek him in his temple. Psalm 27:4.
American Family Radio.
Is the life for me. Land spreading out so far and wide. Keep Manhattan, just give me that
There you go.
countryside.
You know, that show, Green Acres, the gentleman who played Ebb, E.B., you know, remember, if those who are fans of the show remember Ebb, his name in real life was Tom Lester. And he was from, I want to say he was from Laurel, Mississippi, or either
I think Alabama, maybe. Oh no, that's
he was from
somebody else.
Mississippi.
That's right.
He was either from Hattiesburg or Laurel. Anyway, it was South Mississippi. I remember, and he came up here, to Tupelo, to visit us. This is probably 25 years ago.
Oh, wow.
Good Christian man.
He was a listener to AFR, and he came up to see us. He was, but he was Ebb on that show, and he was an evangelist too. He traveled around
I
sharing,
remember that.
Yeah.
sharing his testimony, and he passed. I'm not sure when, like 10 years ago or so. I'm not sure when he, but I just remember hearing of his passing. But yeah, so that's our connection with Green Acres right there.
Yeah, I'll tell you another little fun fact tied to the show. Green Acres and Ham became a very popular children's book by that Zeus fella.
But boom, by the Zeus. The Zeus. Yeah, Zeus. You know, he got tired of ruling the universe.
When he wasn't throwing
Decided to write
lightning
some children's.
bolts, he was writing children's. You know,
Green Acres and Ham.
my wife had some minor surgery, and so we were at the doctor's yesterday for a checkup.
Yeah.
And on the TV was Leave It to Beaver. We joke about that show. I haven't seen Leave It to Beaver in 20 years. And I forgot how funny that show is.
Yeah.
So these old, clean shows, very funny, very clever. And so anyway, that was a good age for a lot of the television shows back then.
All right.
Anyway,
let's repeat our questions, guys.
Yeah, I'm going to have to add one. So first question, what color were stop signs when first introduced? Second question, a multiple choice. In the Gospel of Matthew, Matthew begins his genealogy of Jesus with what Old Testament figure? I'll give you some options. Was it Adam, Abraham, Jacob, or Moses? And then the question I will add, what state has the motto, the Gem State, G-E-M? The Gem State. What state has the motto, the Gem State?
Here's what I've got. First question from the Bible. Moses sent 12 spies to scout out the promised land. 10 came back with a negative report. 2 brought a positive report. Name the 2. Second question, the quote, "You're going to need a bigger boat," came from what movie? The quote, "You're going to need a bigger boat," came from what movie?
Is that a John Wayne movie or no? Just
I'm going to throw it out. It's not a John Wayne
not
movie.
a John Wayne movie?
Because then it would be, well,
y'all been on a roll about John
Wayne.
Wayne movies, and I thought maybe that was...
That's right.
Okay.
No. And not a lot of boats out there in the Texas Panhandle and through all those canyons that he was riding. That's right. Third question, true or false, Michelangelo was once struck in the face with a mallet by an envious rival, disfiguring him for life. Is that true or false?
All right, here are my 2 questions. What state was President Ronald Reagan born in? What state was he born in? And number 2, this is our 250th anniversary, so I'm trying to throw some patriotic questions in along the way.
You're talking about the country.
Yes.
As opposed to you, Miss Allison.
Yeah, 250th anniversary, yeah. I'm doubtful we'll get there because we just passed 41, something like that.
That's good. That's excellent.
Be 42 this year. Trying to figure in my head. You know what
You're
I'm
under
saying?
pressure now.
It'll be 42 in July.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, we'll remind folks in case they want to send gifts.
Where are you registered?
As we get closer.
Yeah.
Where are you registered?
Yeah.
Hey, let me ask you this real
now.
quick. Do you and your wives have this same conversation? Allison will go on the internet to go to see where somebody's registered, and then she'll go, "Unbelievable what these people are asking for."
Oh, in terms of the costs?
Yeah.
Well, in the items,
The items.
We'll start with, we'd like to have a Bentley.
We want a 7.
Then we move on down the list.
So the first item's like $1,000. Like who's going to buy this? Ask your mama to buy it because we're buying you the.
We just give.
We're buying you the bath towels.
We're buying you the $75 thing.
I told my wife.
What'd you tell
I
her,
laid
Ed?
down the law.
You laid down the law.
These wedding gifts,
Yep.
$25 gift card to Papa John's. That's it. That's all they're getting.
I wouldn't even do anything if that's what you're going to do.
You're talking about.
First of all, I was
that's
just
like,
kidding.
don't
but
leave
now
it,
I'm insulted.
Okay, don't leave a tip if you're going to leave $1.30. Okay, just don't even leave one at all. That way they'll think you forgot instead of you intentionally dissed them.
I'm not sure.
All right, here are my questions.
What you're getting at? A gift card to Papa John's is a classy gift.
Yeah.
In
All
some
right. Well,
country.
you keep thinking that. Okay. See how your friends list drops.
Well,
All right.
hey, I stopped getting invited to weddings, won't
That's
I?
a good goal.
Yeah.
How many stripes is on the U.S. flag, and what do they represent?
Good.
All right, who's up next, Ed?
We're going to Georgia. Who wouldn't want to go to Georgia? And Ramona is on the line. Ramona, welcome to Trivia Friday.
Good morning, Professor. Good to be here.
Oh. Hey, thanks for calling, Ramona. Where do you live in Georgia?
I live in Gainesville, Georgia.
Gainesville.
That's a good area.
Well, that's where Larry Burkett's ministry used to be.
Northeast, yes. Yes,
Yeah.
it was.
I've been there. Been to Gainesville, been to Helena. Isn't it Helena?
Helen, Georgia, yeah.
Helen. It's a German style village there in the mountains of Georgia.
Yes.
German
Right.
style, really? Like
Yeah, like a German
people walking around?
a German motif for
Yeah.
the town.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a smaller Gatlinburg. Very
Yeah.
small
Oh, okay.
Gatlinburg.
All right.
Oh, that's neat.
Speaking of, Sound of Music, that kind of with the chalets and people walking around in the shorts and
Chalets everywhere.
yeah.
I mean, too many chalets, if you ask me. Huh? But that's just me. A lot of people like a lot of chalets.
Yeah.
But
Ramona, ask, answer, or do both.
I'm going to do both, sir.
Which one do you feel confident about? Make your family proud there in Georgia.
I'm going to answer one which is heretofore gone unanswered.
Oh, we
That's what
love
we're
that,
talking
Ramona.
about.
Ramona,
You made us proud.
I've let that cause get away from us. We need
Yeah.
to get back on it again.
We do.
That is the word heretofore.
Right? I agree.
Thank you, Ramona. The word heretofore needs to be brought back into our lexicon here in America. We lose that word, it's a sign of doom.
Downhill.
I'm going to get the
Downhill.
t-shirt. I'm gonna
See,
get a
Ramona's with
t-shirt.
me.
I'm going to get a T-shirt made up that said that. You know what? I got to retract something I've been saying. I said that State of the Union address. He checked every single box important to conservatives and Christians.
Yeah.
But if he had said that,
Right.
President
word.
Trump
We
had
have to
said
bring
that,
back heretofore.
That would have been
And
perfect.
Ramona's on that train.
Yes. Ramona, what's your question? I mean,
No.
which one are you going to answer?
I'm going to answer about the 12 spies that went to Canaan.
Yes, ma'am. Right out of the Bible.
What's the question?
Moses
12
sent
spies.
12 spies to scout out the promised
Okay.
land. 10 came back with a negative report. Only 2 had a positive report. Name the 2.
Joshua and Caleb.
That's right. And if you think about it, you never hear all those other names are obscure. In fact, they got killed.
Got everyone in trouble.
Yeah, and then Joshua and Caleb, people are still to this day naming their children that.
Joshua and Caleb, what was their report when they came back?
Well, the others
who they
said
reporting
that
back to?
walled cities. Yes, there are grapes so big where you have to carry them on a staff, but they're giants, and we even look like grasshoppers
In
to
our own
them.
sight.
Yeah,
That's their report?
that was the negative report.
Okay.
And then Joshua and Caleb said, "We are well able to possess that land."
We can take these guys.
But they
But
started
my
crying to
question is,
people.
would there be anything that Joshua and Caleb would have seen that would have deterred them?
I don't think so.
They didn't even
because-
have to go out,
because
did
their
they?
eyes
They
were
could
on the
have taken
Lord.
them.
Yeah, well, the thing is God promised, I'm taking you to the promised land. I'm giving you
God.
the promised land over and over. And not
Trust
only
God.
not only was it wasn't disobedience as much, this is my opinion, as much as it was unbelief. It was a slap in his face. I've given you water out of a rock.
Yeah.
Right.
I had manna. I did all this. And I've been telling you and telling you
Right.
and telling you. I take you over there. Yeah, there's obstacles, but that's one more way for me to show you that the battle belongs to the Lord. And the people cried all night. They talked about stoning Moses. They said, "Oh, we've got to go back to Egypt. Why couldn't we just die in Egypt instead of out here?" And then they were over there 40 days. So the Lord said, "Because you were there for 40 days, you're going to wander in the wilderness for 40 years."
Well, let me just toss one other thing in here, because I preached on this. Of course, who hadn't preached on this? But when they, after 40 years, and then Joshua was going to lead them in. Remember, they sent 2 spies in, and Rahab helped them. She was telling them, when you guys came up the first time 40 years ago, every one of the nations in the Promised Land were quaking in their boots. I'm paraphrasing. Said, because we had heard what the God of Israel had done. And what's stunning is that those pagans believed more in what God was going to do than the people of God.
Wow.
Because
that'll preach.
Yep.
Ramona, thank you for reading the word. Thank you for listening to Christian Radio and helping us advance the cause for Heretofore. What's your question for us?
Well, I was going to say, you said everybody knows those two names. Yes, my son, I named him Caleb.
Wow.
And was very proud of that, and now he goes by Tots. So.
Oh, wow. Well, names matter. They didn't name
That's right.
people
I agree.
Jezebel. You didn't name them Lucifer.
Judas.
Exactly.
Very few people are naming their girls.
Judas.
Very few
Judas.
people are naming their girls Hillary. And so there's how you wear a name means a lot.
What's your question for us, Ramona?
Absolutely. Okay, y'all are on a kick about John Wayne movies. I got a question.
All right, go
in
ahead.
In the movies, a gentleman shot and killed John Wayne. It actually ruined his career. Do you know the actor that played that part?
You know, we had something along these lines a couple weeks ago, 3 weeks ago.
Oh,
that.
yeah,
which
yeah,
two movies
okay.
did he die?
It was that's the question I had. It was about the movie The Cowboys. It was Bruce Dern who shot and killed John Wayne, and he said he got death threats. In fact, I looked this up because someone had mentioned it. He was being interviewed, I don't know, 10 years ago. So he said, I get death threats to this day.
What?
Because I shot John Wayne and killed him.
Absolutely ruined his career.
What? In his movies?
You know, some things you walk into, you know, you deserve it. I'm not saying he did, but I'm just saying some things you risk. You start killing John Wayne in movies and you think you're going to just walk on down to the restaurant.
Got him in the...
unscathed? What do you say, Ramona?
Shot him in the back.
Oh, that makes it even worse.
Yeah. He did him dirty.
Yeah.
Hey, Ramona, have a great weekend. Thank you so much for listening to AFR.
Thank you, Ramona.
Yeah, Ramona from
Seemed
Georgia.
like a nice lady.
All right, go.
All right, let's go to Kansas. And Brad is on the line. Brad, welcome to Trivia Friday.
How you guys doing?
All right, Brother Brad. Where you calling from in Kansas?
Well, I'm I live in Kansas, but I'm a truck driver. You guys know that. I'm in New Mexico right now. Sorry to say.
Yeah, we've had John before. Ask, answer, or do both?
We'll do both.
Which one you want to answer?
About the flag.
Okay. Hey, by the way, Brad, before I do that, do you truck drive across the country?
Yes.
What's the prettiest place you ever seen?
Montana.
Okay.
Oh, that's good.
Montana. All right. Well, here's the question that Brad's going to answer. Again, a question this is in commemoration of our 250th anniversary of our country. Here's the question: how many stripes are on the U.S. flag, and what do they represent, Brad?
Well, there are 13 stripes, and they represent the 13 colonies.
That's right.
Nice.
Way to go, brother.
Nicely done.
That's excellent.
Well done.
The United States flag has 13 horizontal stripes, alternating red and white, with the top and the bottom stripes being red. These 13 stripes represent the 13 original colonies that declared independence from Great Britain and led to what we know today as our beloved country, the United States of America.
Amen.
Mm-hmm.
Amen.
Way to go, Brad. That's great. You have a question for us?
Yeah, but on a side note of there, I actually have on my wall at my house, I actually have a flag that has 48 stars.
Wow.
Oh, wow. Where'd you get that?
Ex-father-in-law.
Okay.
I've had it for a long time, and it's quality made, and it's just beautiful. And I was looking at it. It's like it's actually between 66 and 113 years old.
Yeah,
That's
I mean,
good.
you're talking, Alaska and Hawaii were added, in the late 40s?
1959.
I mean, late 50s. Okay.
And then Arizona was number 48 at 1912. So.
Wow.
At 1912.
Yeah.
Wow. That's amazing, man. You got a valuable right there, I'll tell you that. And I don't know how much it's worth. I wouldn't sell it, but
no.
All right. So we're
Brad, thanks. Have a great weekend, buddy.
Amen.
Well, I was going to ask you guys.
Yeah, he's going to ask us
yeah.
something.
Oh, that's right. You were telling us about your flag.
Go ahead, Brad.
Okay. Yes. All right. This is a interstate question, the highways and everything.
Tim's going to know it.
Sometimes you come up on an exit and there's like 2 or 3 different exits within that mile like exit 2A, 2B, 2C, that kind of thing?
Yeah.
Okay. The question is, what section of 1 mile, a 1 mile stretch, where's it located, and how many exits are in that 1 mile?
All right.
Going where?
Okay. So you're talking about a specific stretch of highway?
Yeah, a 1 mile stretch. Where's it located, and how many exits are in that 1 mile?
This is like, do we need algebra?
It's
for
pretty
this?
vague.
Something.
I mean, I don't know what you're asking. I mean, you're asking a section of road
Somewhere in
anywhere
America?
In America, but I don't know if
Yeah.
you're saying that has the most exits, or what is your specific question?
Most that I know of. There's two answers you got to give me. So where is it located?
Yeah.
That has the most exits and only.
I'm
and
gonna
only
say
a mile.
Montana.
No, Montana, really?
Oh,
I don't know.
out New York City.
They have the prettiest exits out there in
That's
Montana.
that's right. Hey, I don't think we're ever going to get it, but we can tell you how many angels can dance on the head of a pin if after we answer that one.
But we will
You know
argue
what?
about it.
I seriously, I'm gonna guess it's somewhere Dallas Fort Worth. I'm gonna
say New York.
Okay, New York. All right, go, Brad. What's the answer?
It's actually Kansas City, Missouri.
Oh, really?
Really?
How
You
many
can check
exits
with
in
Ray
a mile?
Pritchard,
That mile?
when you
Yeah,
you
Ray
can check
Pritchard.
with Ray Pritchard when you get a chance.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, now how many exits are in that 1 mile? You know, what letter does it go up to?
Well, you tell us, because we're never going to get it. We're going to be blindly guessing.
Okay, the highest letter exit in that 1 mile stretch is the letter Z. So there's 26 exits in that 1 mile stretch.
In 1 mile.
I don't believe you, Brad.
I'll take a picture of it next time I drive by.
Now, while you're driving,
All right, Brad.
'cause
I'm
you'll
not
go off on
calling
the
you a
wrong-
liar.
You'll go
okay?
off on the wrong
I'm
exit.
just saying I think you have a bad memory.
Okay, well, when I send you a picture, I expect a T-shirt.
If you send us a picture of what you're talking about and that's real, we will send you a Trivia Friday, a brand new, hot off the presses AFR Trivia Friday T-shirt, which will be available in 2 weeks. You send us a picture at comments@afr.net, comments@afr.net, what you're talking about, and we will send you that. All right?
Or just call Ray Pritchard. You guys talk to him all the time.
I'm going to say I believe you, Brad.
He's not the most trustworthy either. Yeah. I mean, I love him, but you know, he says stuff that's off the wall.
Mark this tape.
Hey, Brad,
thanks, Brad.
seriously,
Have a great weekend.
Send a picture. I want to see it. So send a picture, Brad, and you might have a T-shirt coming.
Thank you, Brad.
God bless
Appreciate
you, Brad.
I got to say this, and I love Arkansas. Okay, great people. But if you go just south of Little Rock on 30, is it 35? What's that interstate, JJ?
I think it's 35.
I go through there all the time.
I don't know why.
can't
Anyway, it's
remember.
the one from Little Rock to Dallas.
Goes through Texarkana.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think it's 35.
All right, just south of Little Rock there, they got these exits off the interstate, and you exit into oncoming traffic.
Yes.
You know what I'm talking about?
No, I
I
do
have-
know what
yes,
you're talking about.
yes.
And it was
And you're
Bill
supposed
Clinton
to-
who did it.
Yes. Are you?
You
Yes,
exit,
it was.
You
Are you
exit
serious?
When he was
onto-
governor.
It's the most messed up,
and oncoming
unsafe.
traffic. Then you pass that, you kind of like yield.
You know what I'm
past
talking
that.
about?
Yes.
Well,
that's
all
right.
It proves my point that we haven't even discussed this, and we all will know what I'm talking
Right.
about here.
Right.
But I've never seen anything like it. It's got you got a highway running by the interstate.
It's like an access road.
Yes,
on
it looks
either
like it.
side.
That's
And
right.
you got to anyway.
And semi trucks are barreling down through
I
there.
just-
and
I
you're
remember
not
seeing it
expecting
first
to
time I ever
see a
saw that,
yield
I go,
sign.
We lived there in North Little Rock for a year.
Okay.
I moved my family there to help my old Bible college roommate with his first church. I had
Did you
never
move
seen it.
because of those things, right? To
No.
get away from them?
No, but
You know what I'm talking
it was,
about.
Yeah. I told my wife, I said, whoa, what is this? Because the people on that access road, you're trying to turn onto the interstate.
Yes.
And if they don't stop at the
Right.
stop sign coming the other way,
Right.
it's a head-on collision.
Head-on collision.
It's just the craziest
And for
thing I've
people
ever
who are
seen.
traveling interstate, they're from out of town. They don't even know what's going on
Brent,
here.
can you get Sarah Huckabee on the line? No, I mean, I just think we got an action grind. She'd be the right person to talk to.
All right, let's go back to the phones, Ed.
All right, we're going to go to Tennessee now, and John is on the line. John, welcome to Trivia Friday.
Hey, man, I made it. All right, good deal. I'm en route to Sugar Tree, Tennessee. How about that? Been looking for sugar trees there for 40 years.
Hey, John, thanks for calling. Where is that in West Tennessee?
Yes, sir, West Tennessee. I live in Adamsville, Tennessee,
Okay.
home of Buford Pusser, of
Yeah.
course.
Yes, sir.
And, yeah,
I know where you
work for
are.
a local propane company en route to Sugar Tree. Looking for a sugar tree.
Sugar Tree,
Yep, that's it,
Tennessee.
man.
That rhymes.
Propane and propane accessories.
That's me, Brother Hank.
All right. Thanks for calling, Brother John. You want to ask, answer, or both?
I want to do both, man.
Okay. Which one do you want to take a shot at here?
Let's go with Ronald Reagan.
Okay. That's not an easy one. John's going to answer this. The question is, what state was President Ronald Reagan born in? John?
Well, according to the search engine that I looked up, it's Illinois and the city of Tampico.
Yes.
Illinois, does that sound right?
Tampico, and I'm glad you used the S on the end of Illinois because it doesn't need to be there if it's not going to be used. Huh?
This endears.
Let's give John a hand.
Yeah,
That's good.
John, way to go,
to all
buddy.
the people
You're a
who live there.
Buford Pusser would be proud of you.
A Google master right there. So anyway, a lot of people think that Ronald Reagan was born in California because he was the governor there, two-time governor. Of course, he went on to become the president of the United States, Ronald Reagan, but he was actually born in Illinois, and I'm not sure where Tampico is. Did it show you where Tampico is?
You know, I didn't look it up, Tim, but
Okay.
I was thinking California myself, and I said, well, that can't be right because he was governor of California, so that's too easy. So I better do a little research here.
Yeah,
Good job.
A town called Tampico, Illinois, 1911. Now, I believe he was the only president ever born in Illinois. I think I'm right about that.
I don't know.
Don't know. We'll research that. But Illinois is known as the land of Lincoln.
Right.
Right.
But actually, Abraham Lincoln was actually born in Kentucky
Mm-hmm.
and moved to Illinois. So
Right.
he wasn't born in Illinois. But I'll double check that. But I think I think Ronald Reagan is the only president ever from Illinois. I think I'm right about that.
Yeah, and since I answered one of the greatest presidents ever in this country's question,
Yes.
about where his birthplace was, and when you find out the rest of that, you can just send me a free ball cap or something, because I did answer the question. Yeah.
Yes, John, and I appreciate you just being a straight shooter there and asking for something that is undeserved.
Yeah, some people would call that shameless, but straight shooter sounds better.
I know you guys are fixing to go to a break, so I have a question to ask you guys.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah. So my question to you guys is, there was a great president that said it's not because they're ignorant, it's because they know so much that isn't so. Who was that?
Ronald Reagan.
Bingo.
That's it, man.
Yep.
That's it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Way to go,
I wish we had
JJ.
I wish we had Ronald Reagan's vocabulary in our current president. I love our current president. We just need Ronald Reagan speaking through him.
I know. Ronald Reagan, Donald Trump and Ronald Reagan have a lot of the same convictions, but they have completely different styles. I prefer
communicate.
Yeah, I prefer Ronald Reagan in terms of style, but that doesn't. But I still appreciate President Trump.
What he's accomplished.
President Trump is doing
Thank you,
so much.
thank you, John.
Thanks, John.
So I will look it up and make sure I'm correct on that. Ronald Reagan was born in Tampico, Illinois, in the year 1911. And what? If you
Did he play college football in Illinois?
I read his autobiography. It was either a biography, I guess, called Reagan. I mean, it was fascinating. What'd you say?
Did he play football in Illinois, or was that in California?
You know what?
He played for the Gipper.
Illinois. You know that was a movie, right? We'll be back. Stay with us.
The views and opinions expressed in this broadcast may not necessarily reflect those of the American Family Association or American Family Radio.
Faith, family, freedom. American Family Radio.
Teenage years can be a time of trial. It can be really difficult, but it can also be the most fun and the best years of your parenting.
Dr. Jessica Peck is a pediatric nurse practitioner as well as a professor, author, and mother of 4. Dr. Peck is host of the Dr. Nurse Mama Show, weekdays at 2 p.m. Central, and find her podcast at afr.net. This is American Family Radio, a listener-supported ministry of the American Family Association.
American Family News, I'm Mr. Pugh. Former President Bill Clinton sitting down for a closed-door deposition with the House Oversight Committee today in Chappaqua, New York, to answer questions about his ties to the late sex offender Jeffrey Epstein. This comes after former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton's testimony yesterday, where she said she could not recall any contact with Epstein. House Oversight Committee Chair James Comer calling this a historical day, as this marks the first time a sitting or former president has appeared before Congress for questioning.
No one's accusing anyone of any wrongdoing, but I think the American people have a lot of questions, and our House Oversight Committee is committed to getting answers. We're committed to transparency.
President Trump heading down to Corpus Christi, Texas today to continue his affordability tour across the country. Lauren Simonetti has more.
He's hoping his economic and energy-dominant policies are resonating in the port city that overwhelmingly voted for him in 2024. You could say the visit is also strategic because early voting in the Texas primary, which is in March, early voting ends today. 3 Republicans, you got John Cornyn, Ken Paxton, and Wesley Hunt. They're running for the Senate. All 3 will be at the event today. The president has not endorsed anyone yet. The election likely headed to a runoff in May. The winner could take on Jasmine Crockett.
Fox News has confirmed that the FBI subpoenaed the phone records of current Director Kash Patel and White House Chief of Staff Susie Wiles in 2022 and 2023, when both were private citizens. Ohio Congressman Jim Jordan says this falls on Special Counsel Jack Smith and the Biden administration.
They got my phone records for 2.5 years. They got the Speaker of the House, the guy second in line to the president, the top Republican in all of government. They got his phone records for 2 months. They got the FBI director, Kash Patel's phone records when he was a private citizen. And they also get the lady who's chief of staff to the president of the United States. And when they got that stuff, she was running his campaign.
We can't take our foot off the gas pedal. That's what a health official is saying about news that hospitals are ending their sex-rejecting procedures on minors.
More than 30 hospital systems are now stopping their sex-rejecting procedures on minors. That includes NYU Langone in Manhattan. Talking about this on Washington Watch, Assistant Secretary for Health and Admiral Brian Christine said it's a great thing to see.
And it's because of the attention, the leadership of President Donald Trump, Secretary Kennedy. I think we're winning this war, but we can never take our foot off the accelerator.
Days after re-entering office, President Trump signed an executive order protecting children from chemical and surgical mutilation. In November, HHS released a peer-reviewed report discrediting pediatric sex-rejecting procedures. In recent weeks, a detransitioner won $2 million against New York doctors that she said pushed her to get a double mastectomy, and President Trump recognized detransitioner Sage Blair during this year's State of the Union.
You know, in the year 2019 to 2023, 14,000 minors had sex-rejecting procedures performed upon them. 14,000. That's not simply epidemiology. That is a social contagion against these poor, vulnerable children. We see the American Medical Association saying now, backing away from their prior more radical stance, saying that we shouldn't be doing these on youths. So again, we're moving in the right direction, but we have to keep pressure. We have to keep doing what we're doing to protect these vulnerable children and to make them healthy.
I'm Chris Woodward.
There's a disappointing reading on inflation for last month.
The cost of things for companies rose more than expected in January. The producer price index prices at the wholesale level increased 0.5% from January to February. The core reading, excluding food and energy, rose 0.8%. For the year ending in January, the PPI came in at 2.9%. Core PPI for the year rose to 3.6%. The annual producer price index reading peaked at 11.7% in March of 2020. 2032. Economists say the PPI is highly volatile and subject to revisions. The Fed is looking for signs of cooling inflation as it decides when to lower interest rates and how many cuts can be made. Jenny Cosola, Fox News.
There's more news online at afn.net. I'm Rusty P.
Thoughts of the child you were carrying keep pouring over in your mind. A deep, unrelenting sadness overshadows your days, and you wonder if you will ever feel whole again. There is hope and healing from a reproductive loss. Call the International Helpline, 866-482-LIFE, and talk with someone who has been where you are. Your call is confidential, and we will help you find healing. 866-482-LIFE.
This is Trivia Friday. The number to call with your question or your answer to a question is 888-589-8840. Now, back to more Trivia Friday.
Hey, welcome back, everybody, to today's issues. And it's Trivia Friday on this. Today's issues hour and a half, but we call it Trivia Friday on Fridays, also known as Learning University. Learning University. Our Learning University T-shirts will be ready, and I'm serious about that, in 2 weeks or so, we're told. That's, but you know how that is. They're not here. Where are they? Well, they're in a truck. Where they're in a truck? In Indonesia. In Indonesia, how'd they get? Yeah, they got. They're supposed to be flying from Dallas to Memphis, and they got misappropriated. All right, so Trivia Friday it is. Let's repeat our questions, and then back to the phones we will go.
All right, I have 3 remaining. First question: what color were stop signs when first introduced?
Yeah.
Second question, multiple choice, so this will be a little bit easier for you. In the Gospel of Matthew, Matthew begins his genealogy of Jesus with what Old Testament figure? Was it Adam, Abraham, Jacob, or Moses? Now, folks, all you have to do is go to Matthew chapter 1. That's an easy answer for you. And then third question, what state has the motto, the Gem State? What state has the motto, the Gem State?
GYM? These people are big.
GEM.
Oh, GEM.
Yeah, GEM, not GYM.
I thought it was GYM.
Yeah. No, GEM, the Gem State.
Honest story, my friend and his wife, they were driving down the highway, and there were these billboards saying free GED. And she asked him, after seeing several, said, who is Jed, and why is there this effort to get him free?
Free him, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I fell for that.
I can tell you who it was, but I don't want to embarrass his wife.
I fell for that one, too. And I went to the website to try to help. So I was trying to help Jed.
Help Jed from being incarcerated.
Yeah,
we got to get him out.
If people are going to pay as much for a sign, this guy needs your help.
He needs, and we all need to pitch in a little bit, don't we, Tim?
Free GED. And rich people need to pay more to help get him out.
I just felt foolish after I did that.
Hey, here's what I've got. First question. The quote, you're going to need a bigger boat, came from what movie? Second question, true or false? Michelangelo was once struck in the face with a mallet by an envious rival, disfiguring him for life. Is that true or false?
Why the hate?
Yeah. Jealousy is a very real thing.
Don't hate me because I'm beautiful.
That's
what he said.
exactly right. That's exactly right.
That's what I say.
And I'm going to add one. Who said, ask not what your country can do for you, ask what you can do for your country.
Okay. I just got one question. What's the only mammal that can truly fly?
Well, there's a Disney movie.
You can fly.
Or a song.
You can fly, soar. You can soar above.
Well, I don't think these soar really.
Oh, okay.
But they do fly.
Yeah.
What's the only mammal that can truly fly? Truly fly as opposed to, this half-hearted flying out there that we see every day among some mammals.
Right. who are only given 50%. They're not given the full 100%.
You can tell.
Yeah.
You see it.
You're a mammal and you're taking shortcuts. Shame on you. Shame on you.
You brought shame on the whole mammals species or whatever that is. It's something.
Category.
So what's the only mammal that can truly fly? Okay, let's go back to the phone.
I can fly. There's a song.
Yes,
I'm
there
trying,
is.
What I can't
I'm
think.
a
I
mammal.
can't
Fly
think
to
of
the
it.
sun.
I can fly.
No, I think that was Steve Miller Band had a song like that.
No, this is current.
No,
Like one
I'm
of those.
kidding. I'm not kidding. Didn't he?
So fly like an eagle.
Fly like an eagle.
Yeah.
Right.
To the sea.
Yeah.
Am I right?
But it's not an eagle.
Huh?
The answer's not an eagle.
No,
'Cause
well,
an eagle's not a mammal.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
you
exactly.
raised in Kentucky, weren't you?
That's right. That's exactly right.
Kentucky people know these things.
I'm proving it.
All right, let's go to Virginia. And Kimberly's been waiting patiently. Kimberly, welcome to Trivia Friday.
Hello. I'm so excited. I'm usually not off on Fridays, but here I am.
Oh, wonderful.
Well, we're
And
off
you got-
every Friday,
and you
if you know
got
what I
through.
mean.
Yeah.
Thank
I
you,
usually
Kimberly.
listen to the podcast on the way home from work.
Okay.
Oh, that's a true fan. Right
Amen.
there.
Thank you, Kimberly. Where do you live in Virginia?
Hmm. I live in King William County, which is about 45 minutes east of Richmond and about 45 minutes north of Williamsburg.
Well, I'll tell you what I'm going to do, Kimberly, because I like your attitude. When you answer a question, if you get the answer correct, we're going to send you a book. How's
Wow.
that? Just because I just like that
yay.
can-do attitude, but now you got to answer the question correctly. So choose carefully. Huh?
Or all's lost.
Like
Everything you just said goes away.
like Yoda would say, choose wisely.
Yes.
I'm going to go with your question on the Matthew genealogy because I like genealogy.
All right. Well, here's the question for those just tuning in. In the Gospel of Matthew, Matthew begins his genealogy of Jesus with what Old Testament figure? Was it Adam, Abraham, Jacob, or Moses? And what say you, Kimberly? A book is writing on it.
Abraham.
It is Abraham.
Abraham.
Correct.
Abraham.
That's
So,
nice.
where'd it go? How'd you know that, Kimberly?
She likes genealogies.
I just like genealogy, so I pay attention to those genealogy lists that they do.
Okay. Well, I have a question for you, Kimberly. Where do your ancestors go back to that came over to the U.S.?
In the Scotland, Ireland, and England area.
What the British Isles?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you ever been
British
there for a
Isles.
visit?
No, I have not.
I've always
No, I
wanted to
have
go.
not.
I've always wanted to go to the UK. I don't know if I would now because of all that's happening over there,
Yeah.
but I've always wanted to go to Ireland and Scotland, even before I make a trip to Italy or Greece, where my ancestors come from. I've always wanted to go to the British
There's
Isles.
so much history there, especially influence on American history.
Yeah.
And you got so many people can trace their ancestry back to the British Isles. That's where my family.
Yeah.
So many came over from Scotland and Ireland and England, and especially Scotland. They a lot of them went to the Carolinas.
Yeah, and then moved
west.
Yeah,
and that's. Go ahead, JJ.
Oh, my daughter Maddie's going to London next Friday.
Wow. London?
On a little short-term mission trip for about 8 days.
Well, they need the gospel over there. They sure do.
I told her to be real
UK.
careful because
Yeah.
it's almost like, and you can take this anyway, but it's almost like Islam has taken over London. That's what I'm
Londistan.
hearing.
There's a lot of people are calling it Londistan. All right. Well, Kimberly, congratulations. We're going to send you a copy of 100 Bible Questions and Answers on Prophecy and the End Times. Whew, that's a long title.
Hope
by
she
Alex
gets it before the
McFarland.
end.
You bet, Bert Harper.
But it's got to go. Well, I'm going to stop right there.
So make sure when we're finished with you on the air, hang on, don't hold up. We'll put you on hold.
That sounded bad.
Cindy Roberts, what?
When we're finished.
when we're through.
We're done with you, Kimberly. Well, it
But
sounded
Kimberly,
like,
I'm just assuming you have a question for us. Go ahead.
Yes, I do. This is also a history question.
Okay.
Who was the first person to serve ice cream at the White House? And I'll give you a hint. It was not Joe Biden.
That is a good hint.
Mark, the first person to serve ice cream at the White House.
I think this is like, we're just talking amongst ourselves here, Kimberly. Wouldn't it somebody like in the 1800s? It's something that you wouldn't think.
I'm guessing ice cream was discovered probably at one of those world fairs, like everything else was.
So ice cream was discovered, was it, JJ?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Look at
Just wanna
this.
make sure.
Look here. We got mushrooms out here in the forest, and
Look
here's
at
a
this.
double. Here's a double dip.
It's an ice cream tree.
Ice cream.
Next trivia question: Who discovered strawberry ice cream? Was it A, Christopher Columbus?
I deserve that.
B, Hernando de Soto?
Or Willy Wonka.
A 3, or Willy Wonka?
With that there
All right,
chocolate
what-
factory.
what-
Yeah, I don't
I'm
know.
going to say Woodrow Wilson.
All right, I'm going to go. JJ is kind of uncanny.
I'm gonna say.
I don't think. I think he goes back before that.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Ulysses Grant.
Ulysses Grant.
Ulysses. How do you guys say that?
Ulysses. Ulysses.
That Grant. I think Grant. He was a big ice cream guy.
All right. Okay. Now I'm going to go for Theodore Roosevelt. Since we got to improve our odds a little bit, we'll all pick something different. All right. What's the answer, Kimberly?
The first person to serve ice cream at the White House was actually Dolly Madison.
Really?
What? Way back then? James Madison's wife?
You know, she went on to make some really good cakes. So she's all about some dessert.
Yeah.
Actually, Thomas Jefferson brought her the recipe back from France.
So he invented it.
So let me ask you this, Kimberly. If you know, how did they freeze the cream?
Probably blocks of ice.
Yeah, they chipped off ice and actually churned it.
I've done that myself.
Churned ice cream? That's
In
a
an old
hard way
wood-
to eat
in
ice
an
cream.
old wooden
Jefferson
bucket.
brought it back from France.
No, I didn't.
But he also made vanilla bean ice cream at Monticello for his grandchildren. So that's where we get vanilla ice cream.
Wow. Okay.
That's good
All right,
history.
one other question. And I know maybe this is like, duh, you don't know the answer to this. So how did they have blocks of ice?
They cut them out of the river. They cut them out of the river, saw it out of the river. They still do it up north. And then they took ice tongs, and there were ice houses in almost every.
Talking 1700s.
Well, but there were ice houses in every little city, and they'd bring them on wagons, and they'd put sawdust in there, put the ice to keep them from melting. But refrigerators, if you are a baby boomer, you can remember your grandparents or great grandparents call it the ice box. They'd say, "Hey, go get something out of the ice box," because they had an oak ice box before it was a refrigerator.
I was about to say, well, if you don't know, I'm not going to tell you, because I didn't know that either.
Yeah.
When he was saying, now, my dad did tell me when he was growing up, now this is in the Boston area, they would follow, he and some of the other kids would follow these wagons with the ice in it, and the guy would chip off some shavings of ice for them, and then they would deliver it to each home to put it in the ice box.
That's right.
And then it would.
That introduces 1,000 other questions I have.
It's pretty fascinating,
but I
though,
can't,
when you think
we
about
don't have time for it.
Yeah.
So, Kimberly, great question. Dolly Madison, she rolled out the
ice cream.
The ice cream.
Yeah, she discovered ice cream.
JJ
discovered it.
JJ knows his American history right there now.
Yeah, the ice thing. You got a bunch of other questions. They would cut those in rivers up north, and they would float those down the river because it was just the easiest way to get them to southern states. But they put them in the ice house, and then all that I told you about, putting them in sawdust, it kept them cold.
Are you serious, Clark?
I'm serious. Yes, sir.
They put. You got me going here. You're
No, I
trying
think he's right. He's spot
doing,
on
no,
this.
he's doing a Tim on Tim.
No.
Here.
But see, a block
what
of
I do to
ice.
people.
If you think about, surprisingly, New York City, they shovel all this snow, they put it in piles. At the beginning or middle of the summer, those piles are still there. When you got thick ice,
and they're clean.
If you got thick, that's right. If you got thick,
very sanitary
foot, about 3 feet or 4 feet, it'll stay cold for quite a while. It won't just melt.
Let's repeat our questions for the last time on this.
I do want to mention to Kimberly, I just put you on hold, Kimberly. Cindy Roberts will get your information, and we'll send you a copy of the book, the aforementioned book.
Okay, so what we're going to do right now, we got about 11 and a half minutes left on the trivia show today. also known as
Learning University.
Learning University is on the air, and we're going to give our questions that have gone unanswered now.
Yes.
And then we'll
And this will be it.
Will be it.
That have heretofore gone unanswered?
Heretofore.
I've got 2 questions remaining. Number 1, what color were stop signs when first introduced? And then what?
They were introduced by Dolly Madison, by the way.
Yes.
A lot of people don't know that.
That's right. And then what state has the motto, the GEM state, G-E-M, G-E-M?
Here's what I've got. The quote, "You're going to need a bigger boat," came from what movie? Second question, true or false, Michelangelo was once struck in the face with a mallet by an envious rival, disfiguring him for life. Is that true or false? Then who said, "Ask not what your country can do for you, ask what you can do for your country"?
You loser. I think that was the last part. You left that out.
I left that part out.
Ask
not what your country can do for you. Ask what you can do for your country.
Forrest Gump said it?
No, he didn't say it.
That was a great Forrest Gump, though.
Yeah,
wasn't
that
it?
was good.
Yeah, but I see what you were doing there. All right, only question I have left is, what's the only mammal that can truly fly? This mammal soars, I don't know, 15, 20 feet above your head.
Yes.
And this is the only mammal
that can truly
fly.
Truly fly.
There's a couple of mammals that, give it a half-hearted effort out there.
Right.
But we're talking about
they're posers. Those other mammals, they are posers.
This mammal right here has it has a lot of gusto. Is what I'm saying. Let's go back to the phone.
Gusto in the animal kingdom goes
a long way. Yes, that's right. It's attitude, people. Attitude.
All right, let's see what kind of attitude they have down in Louisiana. Scott is on the line. Scott, welcome to Trivia Friday.
Well, thanks for having me, guys.
This call will be recorded.
Oh, I see how you do us.
Scott works for the FBI.
I see how you do us. You're recording
Scott,
this call.
Listen, we don't
Good
mind
night,
you
Scott.
recording this for quality control. Hint, hint.
You gonna?
Oh, yeah. I'll send in a written report on how well you do.
All right.
What language you gonna speak in, Scott?
We want to push one for English.
All right.
Pig Latin.
There you
Pig
go.
Latin,
There
huh?
you go.
All right. Go ahead, Scott.
You want to ask, answer, or do both,
Well,
brother?
I'm going to do both, yeah.
All right. Which one you want to try to answer?
Well, I would love to talk about the flying mammal because I have one of those, but as a pet. But I'm going to go ahead with the epic movie from 1975. Has a quote.
Let me give the quote. Let me give the quote first.
And then he can answer it.
The quote. You're going to need a bigger boat came from what movie? And you've got it. 1975. What was that epic movie?
It was Jaws.
Jaws.
Yeah. Who said that? Who was Scott in that movie? Was it?
Well, you're going to have to hold on because that's my question for you.
Okay.
So
good.
You'll get to answer that question. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the question I have.
Okay, so let us talk amongst ourselves. So that's the scene.
That's Roy
Schneider. He's the sheriff.
Yes.
Okay.
Did he say it to Dreyfus or somebody, the ship captain? I've never seen the movie.
You've never seen Jaws?
Never seen Jaws. I've seen 5 minutes of it about 20 different times, but I've never seen the whole movie.
My daughter-in-law has never seen A Christmas Story, the one about the BB gun.
Right. I don't think Tim had seen it until about 5 years ago, and I started
when y'all recommended it. We're getting off track here, fellas. We need to focus.
And speaking of my daughter-in-law, she makes this dip.
Okay.
All right, who said it? The sheriff said it to who? The
Well,
ship
no,
captain?
you got the sheriff, you got the boat owner, and you got the guy. I think Richard Dreyfuss's character.
He's the scientist.
He's a scientist, and
I think he says it to the boat owner.
Okay, I agree with that.
What's
I
that
agree with
guy?
that.
I can't remember.
I don't know his name.
Who then who?
He has an unfortunate demise at the end of the movie.
Hey, that was diplomatic.
Yeah, it's
all right.
Anyway.
Are we circling the drain close enough, Scott?
Well, but it was actually Captain Quint to whom that was being said. He was the guy.
He owned the boat, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Richard Dreyfuss was indeed the scientist. I actually met him back in 1984.
Oh, wow.
Not a very nice guy.
Really?
On that day.
Kind of full of, he was on that day in 1984. He was kind of full of himself. So I'd like, okay, all right, bye.
Yeah,
So,
okay.
Anyway, you said the sheriff, but it's actually the police chief, Martin Brody.
Police chief.
Yeah.
Okay, well, now,
Yeah, because they call him Chief Brody.
Schneider played what? He was wasn't the sheriff. He was the police chief of the town.
Yeah.
He played he was the police chief. Yeah.
I said, I know they had a Jaws 2. Did they have a Jaws 3?
They went all the way to Jaws 4.
Did they really?
Yeah.
I got to go back and watch the first.
Talk about milking it.
But I'm not going to watch it right before we head to the beach. I'm going to hold off.
No,
wait
you
till
won't
they
be
get
getting in the
back.
bathtub after you see that movie, my friend.
That's what I've heard.
I waited a week.
That's what I've heard.
Yeah.
Yes.
You getting down?
There are actually, I know you're kidding, but there are actually people who would not even take baths.
That was
traumatizing.
All right.
Hey,
all right,
thank you, Scott.
Yep. Thank you, Scott. Appreciate that. All right, we go next to Arkansas, and Amos is on the line, and Amos is 11 years old. Amos, welcome to Trivia Friday.
Hello.
Hey, Amos. Hey, we're coming up with about 2 minutes left, so we're going to have to make this kind of...
And you're now famous.
And you're famous Amos. So you want to ask, answer, or do both there, young fella?
I think I'll do both.
All right, which question you want to answer?
I want to answer the one about the stop sign.
All right. What color were stop signs when first introduced? What say you, Amos?
They were white.
No, that is incorrect. Incorrect.
Hey, do you have a question for us, Amos?
I just forgot it.
Well, that's okay. Well,
I tell you what, Amos, we'll give you one more guess at the stop sign.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll give you. You got a swing and miss. And now
fouled
you got
one off.
Now you fouled it off. Now what are you going to do?
What's your next guess?
Let's try orange.
No. I'm going to go ahead and give the answer to it. I'm sorry to say, Amos, this was the mystery question. The original color of stop signs was yellow from the 1920s to 1954. And they changed it to red to distinguish it from other warning signs. People weren't quite paying as close attention to it because of the color being yellow. So you were kind of all the way around it, white and orange there, but yellow was the correct answer.
Struck out.
All the way around the color wheel.
Yeah, but a good guess. Good guess.
Did
Good
you
try.
remember your question?
I think I might have to ask my mom what it was real fast.
Well, ask her. Hurry up.
Yep, you got 10 seconds. Ask your mom.
Well,
Or we could do this
about
music.
About the stop sign, my older brother looked it up and it said white.
Yeah, you're going to get an argument here.
Well, all I can say is that I looked it up on 2 different websites and just to make sure, and it said yellow.
You know what we have here is an impasse, and I think we just need to let it go, and everybody can believe what they want to.
Well, it is the mystery question, though. I'll tell you what.
He's
Amos,
11 years old, Ed.
This
11, man.
All right. I'll
You're
tell you
putting
what.
the beat down on him.
Amos, because you guys make some great cookies. When we get done here, I'm going to put you on hold, and we're going to send you a book anyway, okay?
Yeah.
Because I know your brother probably looked it up.
Yeah.
And some website he, pulled up,
Right.
that probably from Indonesia or something.
Led astray.
That's right. Hey, and don't blame him for seeing that AI website that said, the wrong information.
All right, is that it?
I'm going to put you on hold.
Yeah, Amos, we're going to...
Amos, Cindy will get your information, and we'll send you a book, all right?
Yeah. Thank you, Amos. Appreciate it.
All right, guys, I only had one other question. Idaho is the gem state.
Okay.
True or false, Michelangelo was once struck in the face with a mallet by an envious rival, disfiguring him for life. What do you guys say?
I'll say true.
100% true. The rival, I can't really pronounce his name, Torrigiano. He hit him with a mallet, crushed his nose, disfigured him for life. Who said, ask not what your country can do for you?
John Kennedy.
JFK.
What's the only mammal that can truly fly?
That answer drives me batty.
It's a bat, and I want to know from, I think it was Mark, how he has a bat for a...
That's what he said.
He said he had, well, he might have thought it was a chicken.
Some people think squirrels, but squirrels don't count.
They glide.
They glide.
That's right. Some
don't
people just
fly.
glide through life, and that's unfortunate.
That's unfortunate. We'll see you. Have a great weekend, everybody.